Now, a schoolgirl from Essex who was badly injured in a boating accident is preparing to join a wounded war veteran on the London Marathon.
Rebecca Coles from Basildon suffered a severe head injury in 2008. She'll be part of a group of young people who will accompany Major Phil Packer, who was badly injured in a rocket attack in Basra. Piers Hopkirk reports.
They were each told their lives and their bodies could be irreparably damaged. But this is a pair whose courage has proved the doubters wrong. The Essex schoolgirl and the wounded war veteran joining forces for the London Marathon.
It's very important for me, not just the marathon, but the relationship that we'll have now. Scary, but good.
Last year, Phil completed the marathon on crutches for Help for Heroes. It took him 2 agonising weeks. This year, Rebecca will be one of 26 young people accompanying the former Army Major for a mile each, as he seeks to raise money for a centre of excellence for young people with disabilities. But their lives have already followed a similar path. Phil was injured in a rocket attack in Basra in February 2008. Rebecca suffered a severe head injury in a boating accident 3 months later.
I didn't know of his story until I found out about the marathon and went on your little cheeky website and read the whole thing. Yeah, and I was like, wow, like a teenager goes through the same thing that an adult can go through. So yeah, quite a big inspiration.
Rebecca says she owes her recovery to the work of the Children's Trust charity. She spent 7 months rehabilitating here at their headquarters in Surrey.
They have given me my life back, and I feel like I owe them so much.
Their journeys have so many parallels. I think they both received their injuries at roughly the same kind of time. And it's just wonderful to see that Rebecca's joining Phil on this amazing journey.
Phil and Rebecca now hope to be as much of an inspiration to others as they are to each other.
They already are.
Yeah,
Good luck
exactly.
to them all, absolutely, and raise loads of cash as well. Piers Hopkirk report there. Now, in sport, Colchester United's playoff hopes received a boost today after Kevin Lisby's red card at Charlton on Tuesday night was overturned. The U's top scorer was facing a 3-match ban in that game, but an FA review panel ruled in his favour after an appeal. However, there is bad news for the midfielder John Joe O'Toole. He faces an 8-month layoff now after rupturing a cruciate knee ligament.
The comedian Eddie Izzard joined the general election campaign today on a whistle-stop tour of Suffolk, Norfolk and Cambridgeshire in support of Labour.
And there were plenty of laughs, as you might expect, and a serious message as well, though, along the way, as we can now hear from Natalie Gray.
The flamboyant funny man has barely got his breath back after completing a marathon a day for 7 weeks with only some days off. Nevertheless, he hot-footed it around our region, starting off in Ipswich and ending up in Cambridge. We caught up with him in Lowestoft, where he'd come to support the Labour candidate for Waveney, Bob Blizzard.
I just want to say it's great to be here supporting Bob Blizzard, and Bob Blizzard and Izzard, we've almost got the same names, almost the same family connection going on here.
The icing on the cake, a cake iced to look like a running shoe.
He's the stand-up comic turned marathon man who ran an incredible 43 marathons in 7 weeks for sport relief. But can he help Labour be the first to cross the finishing tape?
Well, yeah, I think, if you believe passionately in a party, I believe about fairness, and I believe about people, having a fair and a positive future, and I think that's what the Labour Party does. And you've got to give this to Gordon. He's not a smiler. OK, if you want a smiler, then maybe you get a clown and vote a clown, and maybe that's what the Tory Party is. But I want someone who really can work to make the financial future better.
The star of Ocean's 13 is certainly popular. But does he really have any clout? The Labour Party certainly hopes so. He's just recorded a party political broadcast for them and is campaigning right across what he calls brilliant Britain. In Norwich, with Norwich South candidate Charles Clarke, he wanted to talk about that smile again.
Is he a fantastic smiler? No, that's not his forte. But he did really well on the G20.
So why doesn't this campaigning comedian stand himself? He says he will in 10 years' time. Natalie Gray, Anglia News.
Could raise a few laughs if he goes.
He would do, I think, absolutely. Right. Now it's the first time I've seen you since you launched the Anglia allotment. How did you get on there? It looked amazing.
It was a really lovely day, actually.
enjoy it?
Everyone was so friendly. I had tea and biscuits coming all day. In fact,
No
David, one of the
surprise.
guys that I interviewed on the programme, he gave me some purple sprouting broccoli
Did
to
he?
take home, which was very lovely for my tea. Thank you, David.
We didn't see any of it, David, actually. Would you like to give us some
Not at
next
all.
time?
Now, there's a guy who works at Anglia called Michael Sibbert,
Yeah.
and he was filming all day, so we've got exclusive behind-the-scenes
Take a look
web
at this.
reports
Yeah.
by going to our website. It's well worth a watch, actually. There are a few little bits which might make you laugh. Some
might
bits
see you in
I
a
didn't
different
even
light, I
know.
think.
Well, this was as it was going out, but
Yeah.
from different cameras. You can see all of our other Anglia allotment reports, including more from Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall on the website.
Yeah, more from you as well, by the looks
Yeah,
of it.
but there is a little bit...
Oh,
This
dear,
is
what
me,
happened
yeah.
there?
Well, I was exhausted at the end of it all.
Was it a tiring day for you?
Yeah.
Did you retire to the allotment pub after that?
It was a good day. It was lots of fun. I can't wait to get back there, actually.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of weeks, aren't you? Which
Yeah,
is great.
30th.
Well, we also want to get in touch with you, actually. Well, rather, in fact, you want to get you in touch with us, should I say, really, because already we've had some emails. In the case of one from Damon Howlett, he's a head teacher at the St Andrews C.V. Primary School in Halstead. He sent in pictures as well. These are great. Damon certainly got the allotment bug. These are pictures of his school. He waited on a waiting list for 18 months, then he got an allotment, then he built one at school with the help of parents and some school children. It really was a fantastic community effort. We're looking forward to seeing what's in those areas, aren't we, before the end of the season.
We are. Look at that. What a great idea. Well, like Damon, you can get in touch as well. We'd love to hear from you, especially if you've got some tips for us on recycling.
That's next up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the area we're going to explore on our next visit to the Anglia allotment, which is, as we say, in a couple of weeks.
Looking forward to that. Right, well, Amanda was there as well. She's back with us now. Let's catch up with the weather. Here she is. Did you eat all of that purple sprouted broccoli?
What do you think?
Oh,
You're
no,
talking
I'm
to
sorry,
me.
I do know. Yeah, absolutely silly question.
I'm sure David's got some spare. I'll send you some.
See you tomorrow then.
Bye.
Take care, bye.